The story begins in 1959, where we find Hellboy and his two companions, Danny and Bobby, aboard a train. They are transporting a special spider to a facility. As they travel through the Albanian forests, Hellboy starts hearing strange noises, sensing an ominous presence. Danny, noticing Hellboy's unease, asks him what's in the locked box that's making him anxious. Hellboy confidently replies that he never gets anxious. He just gets angry. When they reach the box, the spider inside suddenly grows 4 times its size and attacks them. It first decapitates Danny and then tries to kill Bobby. Hellboy intervenes, shooting at the spider, but during their struggle, the train car separates from the rest of the train and crashes into the forest below. After the crash, Bobby tries to escape while Hellboy fights the giant spider to save both of them. He shoots at the spider and hits it with wood, but it doesn't seem to affect the creature much. After exhausting all his options, Hellboy finally punches the spider, causing it to shrink in fear and flee into the nearby jungle. With no phone and the train gone, they decide to start their journey on foot. They reach a nearby village and ask a woman if they can use her phone since they are lost and need to get back home. The villagers are poor and don't have a phone, but they have a pressing problem. A young boy in the village is cursed by a witch and is on the verge of death. Hellboy suggests taking the boy to a hospital, but the villagers explain that no doctor can help him because of the witch's curse. At this point, a lead character named Tom Farrell enters the story. He suggests boiling the boy's clothes in water to remove the witch's shadow from him. Bobby, who studies different kinds of creatures and magic, asks Tom where he is going. Tom replies that he is going to meet his old friend, Cora, who lives in the nearby woods. The villagers believe Cora is responsible for the boy's curse, so Tom wants to ask her about it. Bobby wants to join him, but Hellboy warns her that they already have enough work to do and that she is not cut out for field work. Bobby insists she wants to learn about the world firsthand, so they decide to investigate together. As they venture into the woods, they discover that the boy was cursed through a witch's ball. They meet an old woman who explains how to make one using frog legs, cat fur, lizard tails, and dark magic. Meanwhile, Tom goes to Cora's house but finds it empty. Bobby and Hellboy search the house and find Cora's shed skin, indicating she has transformed into another form. Tom suggests they wait for her to return. As night falls, Hellboy talks to Tom about how he knows so much about these things. Tom shares a story from his childhood about a witch who tried to turn him into a ghost. He avoided her by not making a deal with the Crooked Man, who trades souls for wishes. He explains that he joined the army, and during a battle, he survived a blast, making the bone he had a lucky charm. Suddenly, a raccoon enters the house and transforms into Cora's shadow, indicating her ability to shift forms. Just then, a witch arrives on horseback, demanding Cora come with her and revealing that Tom's father has been with her all along. Hellboy confronts the witch, but she only speaks to Tom, taunting him about his father. The next day, Cora disappears, and they see her body floating in the sky, where a snake emerges and attacks her. Hellboy fights the snake, which bites him, injecting venom that sends him into a near-death experience where he meets Cora. She reveals that his mother was also a witch who made a deal with the devil, leading to his birth. Hellboy wakes up, realizing the Crooked Man has trapped him in memories. Meanwhile, the witch tries to take Tom, but he fights back with his lucky bone. Back at the church, they meet a priest who has been warned about their arrival by Cora's spirit. Hellboy senses danger in the village, and suddenly, the witch appears outside the church, laughing and threatening Tom. Hellboy steps in to protect him, but the Crooked Man confronts him, claiming he has powers too. The witch reveals that Tom's use of the lucky bone means his soul is now bound to the Crooked Man. Bobby and Hellboy retreat to the church, where the priest explains that the church is a safe haven from evil spirits. However, the Crooked Man summons the souls he has collected, and they attack. The priest realizes that only God can help them, and Tom's lucky bone still has power. He uses a shovel to draw a holy cross and fights off the zombies. Hellboy manages to smash the Crooked Man's skull, causing coins to spill out, representing the souls he had collected. With the Crooked Man defeated, Cora's true form appears, revealing her as an old woman. Tom confronts her about his father, and they leave the village. Bobby calls for a helicopter, but Hellboy hears deathly whispers from the trees, leaving the movie on a suspenseful note.